Hello, people. Let's go. So, today, Google Summer of Code announced the organizations. I hope you guys are all excited about Google Summer of Code as I am. I've been waiting for the organizations to be announced for quite some time. So, people who do not know what Google Summer of Code is, it is an internship, sort of internship for uh, a program from Google, in which you work with mentor organizations, and Google pays you pretty well, and you get an excellent tag of Google. So people who are not from premier colleges might not know this, but this is how you get Google internships if Google does not come to your campus, or you're not from a premier college and you need a hefty tag on your resume. So all students who are currently doing their engineering in an IT or computer science or related fields, or doing their masters, are eligible for Summer of Code. So that is a word of information for you guys. And then since you've clicked this video, I think this much introduction is enough for Summer of Code. Let us go into the organizations. So you come to this main page and you click on view organizations here. There's plenty of them this year, although I do not know how many in total. I don't think we'll get that. We'll just go from technologies. So we'll cover technologies which are most commonly used and in the industry right now, and which most developers like you guys must be using as well. So we'll begin with React. Let's see how many React we have. All right, we have plenty of React based organizations. Let's click the first one, React Native Elements. What are these guys doing? Let's click on learn more. Okay, extendable UI elements to native app, only a few lines of code. Okay, so these guys uh, are owners of some UI element library, and this must be cross-platform UI elements that these guys are trying to build, and they need your help in creating those UI elements. So let's go to their website and then check and see what these guys do. All right, nice website here. Yeah, consistent design across Android, iOS, and web. So these guys are talking about the elements, and we'll go to the docs. Okay, this is about getting started at installation. I'm more interested into their what are they building to. So you can see here there are components, UI components that this library can vend. So if you have a dependency on this library, you can create these UI elements using this library, I think, and that will be cross-platform support. So contributing, there is okay, there is reporting bugs, suggesting a feature, and these are the ways you can contribute to them. Let us check if they have some ideas around here. Let's check if they have any ideas. Responding to reporting bugs, testing, label guiding, customization. Okay, yeah, I think this link is important. Bug fixes and improvements. Let's see if they have any. What are the new ideas that these guys are thinking about? An arc slider, interesting. So I think as opposed to a conventional slider element, the UI element where you can slide and select a value, you can get a like an arc slider. I think this is what these guys are thinking from 1st September 2020. So if you guys are interested in this element, or you have experience of creating arc sliders, or you know any libraries which are already created, you guys can collaborate with these guys on this, and then you can suggest your ideas to these guys. So that is one, and then let's check if they have any uh, enhancements. And yeah, These are the list of enhancements. There's like 5 enhancements that these guys are working on, and this is my first time applying for Google Summer of Code as well. But what experience that I've read from other people is if you can solve any of the open issues for these organizations, they consider your application, and you have a very good chance of your application getting selected. So these are the 5 enhancements that these guys are looking at, and if you can uh, work on any one of these and submit them, then that would be amazing, and your application will be definitely be looked at. So I won't go into this. I will probably go into this if I really like the company. I'll go towards multiple organizations first. So I'm just trying to get a idea of this organization. So we'll stop here, and let's see what ideas have they proposed. So what ideas has the company themselves proposed? They normally propose some idea list. So here's their idea list that they have proposed. So um, there are 4 ideas. So this is really nice. And the fifth one is if you have any idea, then you can propose that as well. So there is like 3 medium in this 4 and 1 difficult. Okay, this is interesting. So the first one is you design the you improve the overall design. So all their core components need to be implemented in the same fashion. Right now, it looks like there is some mismatch, like these guys are calling out, and there's no accessibility. So what these guys would hope for, I think, is they want a common design across all their core components, providing accessibility as well. And by accessibility, they mean uh, for people who are visually impaired, they cannot interact with the UI elements like regular people can. Uh, for those people, there are screen readers. There's way to access those UI elements better, and there is standard libraries across the net where you can improve your accessibility of the page. So these guys want your help or our help in improving the accessibility of these elements. Migration to hooks. So yeah, okay, interesting. This is pretty standard. They began their library when hooks was not a thing, and now they want to migrate. So this is going to be if you have worked on hooks, or if you think that you're up for this challenge, you can definitely try this one out. Okay, the third one is automatically generated docs from prototypes. Interesting. Yeah, this is good as well. So given the I don't know how to say this from Java perspective, given the annotations or the definitions they write in code, there should be automatically generated docs. So anybody who wants to go through the docs first, or who wants to share the docs without sharing the code, can use this feature to create these documents. So yeah, this is also a very useful functionality for a library where people want to read about your component before they start using it. And the fourth one is embed playground in document website. They have 2 websites for documentation. Got it. Okay. So they want to embed the first website in the second one. So they want a playground, an interactive playground for everything. And they want to deprecate this Docusaurus thing, I think. This is also this is very interesting as well. You have 2 websites, and you have to merge them into one, and so you already have your set of features that you need in your target website. So yeah, if you've worked on any of these libraries, or you know how to create playground kind of scenarios, probably you can. And this is the project idea that you should apply for. So these are the mentors: Nadir, Jeremy, and Pranj. Okay, okay. I like this organization. I think I will consider the issues that these guys are facing, and I'll work around with their uh, UI toolkit as well. So yeah, we'll post a new organization in the next video, and we'll continue with exploring React Native Elements organization in future videos if I select it in one of my top priorities. So thank you guys, and we will see you in the next video.